Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. This is Season 5 and the season finale, and we're at Bathurst. My name is Gareth, and Jools, I've got a question for you. We've had 7 winners from 7 races. Can anyone beat Daelman though? He was pretty mighty at Road Atlanta.
Yeah, maybe. We're not shy here at the LOA of taking out the leader into the first corner, so who knows what can happen.
Yeah, there are still some quick guys, but he did look pretty rapid in that race. And also joining me once again are our Club 1500 duo of Don Bear and Olibot. And guys, we've had 3 different winners in Club 1500 this season. Who's your money on for the next debut winner in that championship?
I don't know, to be honest. Eric's been looking pretty fast in the past couple of races, keeping it clean and consistent. Yeah. So I'm going to take a punt on Eric.
Nice.
I'd go with, after Road Atlanta, I've got to go with the back markers of Joe and Dan. Their performance was absolutely incredible. They're P2 and P3. They're very high up, so I've got high hopes for them in this race.
I'm going to vote Sam Stott.
Really good show.
I'm going to join the question.
No, that's a good choice. Yeah, he's always looked quick, hasn't he? It's just a slight question mark about his consistency. And poor old Joe, he was looking fantastic at Road Atlanta, as you say, Ollie, until unfortunately he had a technical failure, which caused him to turn sharp right into the barriers on that back straight.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely I thought the back markers looked amazing at Road Atlanta and really come on leaps and bounds in their performance through the season. So very excited to see what they can do this time out. So as I say, we're at Bathurst, which delivered us an incredible season finale at Season 4, hoping for more of the same this time out. You can just see we've cycled through the different championships, the QRS.
Am I right in saying the back markers have had an equipment upgrade?
I believe they have, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just a pretty paint job as well. So we'll see what they can do with that, and you can see them there in 3rd place in the championship in the Club 1500. QRS and Wizard still all to fight for though.
Absolutely. Permutations are a bit simpler than last season, aren't they? Basically, if Dave scores, he's won, and Lee needs to win and not have Dave score. And meanwhile, Chur obviously walked away with the championship already.
Yes. Yeah, no, good point indeed. Yeah, so there's the practice results then. Daelman once again on top, but Oliver Walker only half a second behind. That's not too bad. And Stephen Greening looking very quick there as well. And there are our championship protagonists then. David Lyne in 4th and Nick Lee in 5th. Let's see what they can do then in quali. Taking a look at the Club 1500 results. Ollie, take us through those.
So we got Dano on top there. That's pretty impressive. So he's looking mighty. Then we've got Sam Stott, followed by Eric. Then the back markers of Dan and Joe, Chris Wright, and Yanam and Prius in P7. So all very close. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, excellent stuff. And Dano did take pole at Road Atlanta, didn't he, before he got mugged off the start line?
Everybody.
Yeah, so
here we go then.
He's doing well.
Yeah, quickly. Someone playing a bit of Jimi Hendrix, sounds like. So we got Daelman on pole from Ollie Ettridge in 2nd, Stephen Greening in 3rd, David Lyne in 4th, Nick Lee in 5th. So all the same from the practice results. Then Ollie Walker is down in 6th place with Turm Lauren in 7th, Gavin Kelly in 8th, Rhys Crichton is in 9th, and 10th was Geordie Spetkin. Then looking a bit further down there, you can see Wayne Palmer from Sim Stickers and Paul Godden, a new joiner from Sim Stickers. Welcome to you,
everybody. Let's have
Don Parker. And then the top of the Club 1500 grid, Sam Stott on pole there. Winslow's in 3rd, Dan Hill in 4th. I didn't quite see who was in 2nd. Who was it?
Believe it's Roberto in 2nd place.
Roberto from Wizards of Lifton Coast.
I'm not towing yet. That's a good sign.
Drivers are happy. Chatting away.
End of season vibes.
There's a very patriotic opening there. Got the Aussie national anthem being played.
Star Spangled Banner, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
It sounded like Star Spangled Banner to me.
Couldn't possibly be.
Anyway, we're getting ready then for what should be a very exciting race. Once again, red lights are on at Bathurst. And we're racing green lights, and it's a cracking start by Daelman. Look, Kavanagh across to cover off Ollie Ettridge in 2nd place, and he's already through turn 1, Hell Corner. Wow, look at the Lyne jostling away on the curb there as he goes side to side with his championship rival. That's Nick Lee.
Daelman's miles ahead. But Best Ollie has followed him in second place. Nice start from him too.
Yeah, look at Malarin up from 7th place then, and he's... Oh,
He's
Walker's
just
in the wall
understeered
already.
into the wall.
Very easy to do on the cold tyres there. Malarin challenging Lyne as they come up. Oh, and they've made contact and they're into the wall in the cutting. Big development for the championship then.
Thankfully, not quite as big of a pile-up as the last race last season.
No, indeed, yeah. It looks like only 3 drivers in the pit lane then, so... Replay on board with Malarin. Oh, just...
Oh, that's as much of a punt as you're ever going to see, isn't it?
Way too late on the brakes and just not worth trying that, is it? Single file through there, surely. Here's Gavin Kelly then, in his, presumably the last, his last race as reigning champion. And he's being chased by Messenger and Crichton, so he's got a pair of riskies chasing him down the hill.
Yeah, we've got all 4 riskies on the grid tonight.
This is fantastic to see.
I think Walker showed a little bit of Bathurst inexperience there. You don't really want to be on the outside going to turn 2 there. It's sort of off cambers and it just pulls you into that wall every
the
time.
The amount of times I've ruined an F3 car in practice there on the first lap out the pits. And it's a long old drag to that corner, so it's a right pain in the bum when it happens. Well, Messenger challenging Kelly and he's forced him off the road. Kelly's made the mistake. Lost 2 places there. 3 places. That's his teammate Nathan Parker going through as well into 7th place.
And
Look
there's
at that then.
Moving up past Palmer there. That's my tip for the win here. Stott, who is currently leading Club 1500.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic start then, and as you say, really getting stuck in amongst all of the top split guys.
Oh, it's said time and time again, Stott's not lacking pace, it's just keeping it on the grey stuff sometimes that lets him down, so let's see what I can do in this race here.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be an amazing addition to top split actually if he could just keep it together for one race. Probably gets a bit too overexcited. We cut away from a move there, Parker getting through on Crichton.
Yeah, that looked hairy, almost like Crichton was in the wall there. I think they survived though.
Oh, look at that, the tyres not quite up to temperature then for Stott as he came through the cutting. Kept it under control though. Daelman only 7/10 ahead of Ollie Ettridge, so Ollie's hanging on quite nicely here.
Yeah, I was just looking at that gap. Just going to say that they basically gapped Greening, and it's a 2-horse race at the moment.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and look at this then. This is Eric Pusey under attack from Dan Hill from the back markers. 2 of our tips for potential new winners in Club 1500. There's Winslade from the Wizards of Lift and Coast. Who's he following behind? Is that?
It's Godden, I think. Paul Godden.
It's Godden.
There's quite a few Wizards on the grid again tonight, and I've heard rumours that there's going to be even more
God,
next
they're
season.
multiplying.
They're like Mogwai, aren't they?
Yeah.
When you feed them after midnight, they turn into gremlins and start punting you all over the place.
Look at that. Ollie Ettridge was faster on that lap than Daelman.
Yeah, but look at this though. Dan O'Hammond. Is that is Dom Parker he's chasing, isn't it? As he comes through the final corner.
Yeah, well, Dom insists on doing no
Yeah.
practice for this race for some reason.
Well, that's
I think he even started from the back for this one as well. So
sprint race victory then, obviously inflating his ego a little bit. Here's Ollie Walker rejoining the race then after his lap 1 incident. They're going 3 wide down the first straight there. That's craziness. Nathan Parker, into Geordie Spetkin, and they've just straight away obliterated to the pit lane.
that had trouble written all over it. It really looked like a late move from Geordie there, and just got squirrely on the brakes.
Yeah. It's a big shame to see. We like to see our drivers staying on the road for the race. So here comes Paul Godden. Let's see him on the grid. Currently running in P9.
And here's Stott. He's got a 4-second gap to Winslade in second place. That's quite incredible. Mixing it up with the top split boys.
Yeah, he's looking a cut above the rest in Club 1500 this time.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Well, he's currently leading the current champion Kelly from top split.
Yeah, good point. Look how much he's gambling it, though. He's really throwing it down the hill here.
Well, he has 2 modes, doesn't he? Slow. He has them like stationary and super fast.
Stationary with no wheels on the wagon.
Beat me to it.
Look at the gap the 2 at the front have got already as well. 4 seconds over Greening. Ollie, Ettridge and Daelman just leaving him in their dust.
Oh no.
That's astonishing. Oh no.
It's a shame.
There's Joe Charles Barlow. What a big shame. One of our picks for a first-time winner, and he's missing a wheel. Here is our race leader, then Bart Daelman. And we're on board with Nathan Parker for...
Oh, who was? Very brief.
Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
Absolute Shadow Realm.
Oh, it's a classic Forest elbow injury for Barlow, then just turning in a bit too hard through that corner. Wow, look at the difference in lap time between Sam Stott and Winslade. Nearly 3 seconds between them.
Can Stott sustain this pace without sticking in a wall, though? That's the question.
An engineer telling him, okay, you've got the gap now, just calm it down.
I believe that happened once for the GT3 race at Le Mans, and he just ignored the engineer for the entire race and just sent it as per
Rumour
Stott's
has it they
style.
were battling when they were teammates, Sam and Chura in that race. That's what I heard. There might have been a few incidents.
I can't believe that. They never have incidents.
No? Oh, Kelly and Whistle the
there.
wall.
Oh. So is Ettridge there on pace, or is he sort of being towed along by Bart?
I think he has to have pace to stay with him, surely.
Yeah, you don't just... there's so many corners here, aren't there? He's keeping it through the corners as well as on those straights. So
Yeah,
he's doing a
I think if he
tremendous
didn't
job.
have pace, you'd expect Daelman to have broken the toe before they got to the straight.
Yeah.
And we're lap
Yeah,
4
true.
now, so
Strong
if
showing.
he's that on the edge, you would also have made a mistake by now. But look at the size, the wing difference there between Palmer and Kelly. Palmer is running an extremely high downforce setup there.
Yes.
Maybe the only one on the grid, in fact, as well. There, it wasn't the preferred downforce package, was
No,
it?
I've
Here?
seen quite a few on the grid. I've seen... I know Nathan Parker was running it before that crash as well. I mean, it does make you super... Well, it makes it a lot more stable over the top of the mountain, but you are slow down those straights. Crazy fast lap times then from Daelman and Ettridge into the 157s, only a 158 for Greening. Nick Lee also into the 57s. What's he got to do here then, Jools, to win the championship? Has he got to win the race?
Oh yeah, he's got to win the race. And I think as... What, the replay yet?
Oh no!
Another backmarker victim.
That's the other one.
In the same corner as well as his teammate. That's Forest Elbow once again. Steady stream of cars leaving the pit lane after repairs.
Classic Bathurst. So, in spirit of the season so far, Ollie, I've got a true or false for
I'm
you.
worried now. Okay.
Forest Elbow is called so because of the shape of the turn and the fact that there's trees quite close by it, or because some bloke called Forrest hurt his elbow there. I'll give you time to think about
all
it.
right,
I'll give you time to think about
that.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I shall come back to you on that one.
So, here's our race once again then. So Bart Daelman is now 1.1 seconds ahead of Ollie Ettridge, so he's just teasing that gap out by a few tenths, but look at Kelly and Palmer there as they come over Skyline. And you can just see the difference in the two setups, the way that Kelly's car is skating around. Palmer looks absolutely planted as they chase down the hill here. And then once they get onto this 1.9 kilometre straight, you're going to see a big difference in their top line
Well,
speed.
there's like 2 tenths between them. Let's see if he can get a toe.
Even with the toe, he's not going to get past, is he? Look, it's increasing.
He's pulling away from him, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I seem to remember Miller last season did the low downforce and was just absolutely uncatchable down the straights, especially.
He did that
That's
at
right.
a few tracks, yeah.
Did he win? Yeah, did he win the first race here last
Wow,
season?
look at that. There's a Winslade going through on Godden. Ollie Walker there getting involved. Yeah, Rob was a big fan of the low downforce, like you say, last season. pair of wizards running nose to tail here. Malarin a lap or so, well, 1 lap down following his earlier incident with Lyne. That's him running just ahead.
See, Gareth Winslade is also running a high downforce there.
Yes. Yeah, big
And
barn
Parker.
door on the
Look
back
at
of his car.
Parker's wing there.
Can't even see it. It's like a razor blade. So once again we can see Palmer has just got, well, all the grippers that come up the hill. And who's that running? Oh, it's Sam Stott.
It's pushing
knocking
hard.
us as they came through.
Really pushing.
Yeah, he's pushing super hard. Oh, side by side up the mountain. Brave stuff by Palmer. That was an amazing move.
That's the thing, that's the only place really he could do it. Because down the straights, there's no way to get close to Kelly.
No.
So even if
No,
you
but-
tried it into the last
Gonna
corner
need
of the
some,
chicane, well, you'd have to be close, and there's a straight between them, so...
Gonna need some Walker-esque weaving down the straights to keep him at bay again, though, surely.
True, yeah.
So it's just gonna drive straight past him.
Yeah, we wait to see Kelly inevitably creaming past once they get onto that straight.
Stott's now got a 7.5 second lead over Winslade, and Daelman is etching out a small gap over over Ettridge.
There
Comes
you
Kelly.
Oh, look at him, he's flying.
He doesn't need a toe, does he?
No. Down the inside, nicely done. Oh, is he? Yes, just kept it on the road there. And that right-hander has a nasty habit of coming up very quickly on you as you come out of that left.
So Kelly got sort of a straight and 2 half straights to pull the gap again now then.
Yeah, Palmer knows he's got to do it now. Or at least hang on as they go down now. Whoa!
Oh, Kelly runs wide. It's so easy to spin off that curb as well. I think Kelly just had to completely get out of it just to sort of live to fight another day there.
Yeah, and Palmer's got so much downforce that he didn't need to run out wide. He could just keep it tight and round him through he went. That's David Lyne running behind them then.
And he pretty much only just needs to finish the race,
Yeah,
right?
in 11th, there's nothing Lee can do at the moment.
Yeah.
Here's Eric then.
Ettridge just starting to fall back from Daelman a little bit now. 1.8 is the gap.
That's a lot less than it was last race, I've got to say. Although I believe the Risky Boys are big fans
Yes.
of this track, so they know it very well.
Except the pit entry,
You
right?
know, they just try not to do pit entries, don't they?
Oh, no.
Stott's round.
Stop! And, oh, Lyne in the wall.
Is that a bit of an
Taking
unsafe
avoiding
rejoin?
action. I think
It
he
looked
might
like,
have been.
Lyne reacted to that, didn't he? It looked like he didn't think he was going to have room.
Let's get a replay of that one then. We saw Rich Meester's going into the pit lane there as well. He's now leaving the pits, so maybe that was a scheduled stop. Maybe he'd had a brush with the wall using his quick repair.
See how much Kelly gains down the straight here. See the gap ticking down as we...
Yeah, but it's 1.2, so it's a sizable gap, but no, less than this.
No, he's taken 3/10 out of him already. 4/10.
Yeah, he's coming fast.
I mean, as you get faster, isn't it? The drag increases exponentially, so it's going to get faster as you get towards the end of the straight compared to Palmer.
But it should just give him the opportunity to... Wow, Ollie Walker all over the shop there.
Oh, Walker.
And he's a lap down.
He needs some downforce, obviously. Look at that wing.
Yeah.
Someone going into the pit, so that's Godden, I believe.
Big lock up for Winslow through the
That's a
final
spider.
corner as he...
Inspired a wizards battle here. A duel.
Malarin is a lap down though, so Winslow won't really want him to be hassling him like this. See Nathan Parker then.
Shows how big Stott's lead was, that he's just had that spin going over the top there and is still leading the Club 1500.
Yeah, 2 seconds still the gap. Eric Pusey with a new
Having
paint job, by
said
the way.
that-
Looks
Stott's
very
in the
nice.
pits. Stott's
Oh, he's
towed.
gone.
You're saying
Good
we
spot.
might have had damage or something from that one, or another mistake that we haven't seen.
Smoke hanging in the air there.
It's wide for Chris.
Walker and... Is that Parker going side by side? We play with seconds. Oh,
What on earth?
That's El Pontorino.
I don't know if Geordie just got flat-footed there or what. It's like he moved out to make the move, but
It was a bit late.
I don't know.
Really,
There was still Eric there.
Yeah.
It was a bit like the move earlier into turn 2 from Geordie, sort of jinking out quite late
Here's
there.
the Lyne
That
one.
one was a bit too late.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible to see. Nowhere for Dave
Yeah,
to
just
go,
a
really.
Slow moving Stott sitting there, and that's Lyne's second incident, so he's going to be waiting a long time.
Lyne had a similar incident like that in the Zolder GT3 earlier in the year as well. Didn't actually make contact with the rejoining car, but very much came off second best from it.
Walker using the grass there to overtake Palmer. Half a wheel on the grass there. Brave stuff.
Hard on the heels of Malarin.
This car looks like it wants to kill him every corner.
It's like he's got casters on the rear.
Yeah, it does look unpleasant. And you can see, Parker's definitely running a bit more rear wing than those two.
Walker should just sail right past him into T1 here.
So it's a short old straight, isn't it? The main straight is so short, it's just almost so better to wait, get a good exit from here, and then you've got a nice long straight here.
Parker's going for all the tow he can get. Needs it to protect him from Walker behind.
Yeah. So Daniel Hammond now running P2 in Club 1500. 3 seconds behind Winslade.
Oh, Walker again on the outside of 2 there. Got away with it that time.
All this over 12th place.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have just unlapped themselves from other Parker behind them there. I think he just pulled over going up Mountain Straight. It's like, I want none of this battle.
I don't blame him. This is looking quite a feisty one.
Interesting that Walker can still maintain the gap going over the top even with the less downforce. I'd have thought with the aero disturbance it'd drop back a bit there, but as we see, Janneman.
Big shame.
Why on earth did the front left come off there? Surely the front right should have come off. That makes no sense.
Oh, and this is what happened to Stott then.
Here's where...
Is that Griffin's Bend?
It's a big shame for Sam.
Finally his undoing.
Looking good.
Turn 2. He was, yeah.
Just had such a massive gap. It did, like we saw the spin at the top there, it did not need to be pushing that hard.
No, he was comfortable, wasn't he? He could cruise to the end. Ollie Walker down the inside of Nathan Parker. Parker coming back at him.
Big
Oh,
send.
round he goes, round he goes.
Too big of a send.
Oh, who's that? Is that Tilton
Lauren,
Lauren
isn't
taking
it?
avoiding action? Yeah.
No, that was Dom.
Oh, it was other Parker.
That was Dom.
Yeah, there's Stuart going into the start finish.
Too many Wizards liveries. What is going on? We've got more next season.
You can tell because Wizard Parker's the only one whose yellow is gold like it's supposed
there
to
we
be.
go. That's the difference. I couldn't tell. Now I know.
I think the painter ran out of gold paint for the other cars.
Kelly finally getting back through on Palmer then. But here comes Palmer up the hill. This is where he's got the downforce and the confidence and the grip, and he can go a lot quicker. Kelly tiptoeing up to the cutting there.
Yeah, the track pinches in a little bit. I wonder if he's just nervous he didn't want to nerf him anywhere.
Yeah, good point. And he knows he's coming because he's, as we saw before, Palmer's got to do it up here before they get to the Conrad Straight. Quick glance at the top of the standings, and Bart Daelman's now leading by 2 seconds to Ollie Ettridge.
Still not running away with it.
He's not, no. It's a sterling performance by Ollie Ettridge. Probably the best one we've seen him put in since Silverstone.
Well, at least the gap's only 2 seconds at the moment. Last time out I rode Atlanta it was about 30 seconds if I'm not mistaken, which was just incredible. I don't know where he found that sort of pace.
Oh, it was huge, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So let's have a little run down the order then. Oh no, we've got a replay then. This is Sam Stott.
Not again.
Is that crash number 3?
Ah, Sam.
When it goes wrong, goes very wrong. And he's chosen to retire the car.
He's out, like you say. Yeah, good spot. So Bart Daelman leads the race from Ollie Ettridge in second and Stephen Greening running in third. Then we've got Nick Lee, and he's separating the other two risky races. Michael Messenger running in fifth and Rhys Crichton in sixth. Then we've got Kelly, who we're looking at right now in his epic battle with Wayne Palmer, seventh and eighth.
It's the two philosophies here for the car setup battling.
Yeah, it's providing us with some really exciting racing. And then we've got Don Parker in ninth and Paul Godden in 10th. And then behind them and a lap down, we've got Tourmalara and Ollie Walker, Geordie Speckens, Nathan Parker and David Lyne still in the pits after his second crash. Takes through the Club 1500, guys.
Okay, so Club 1500 after Sam Stott's errors and now chosen to retire the car. We got Winslade in first place, followed by Dan O'Hammond, who's 6 seconds behind. Then we got Eric in third place, a couple of seconds behind Dano. Then we got Chris White in fourth, and then we've got a couple of lap guys. We've got Koenig.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. That's Kelly.
Kelly going round.
And then
I think he's got away with it. I think he hit pretty square on there. I think he might have just brushed the wall there, coming up towards the dipper.
Oh,
that's the
No,
wall.
he didn't.
that's the wall. Kelly loses 2 wheels on his car, and that's a tow job.
Is that the kind of thing they're showing on OnlyFans right now?
Mr. Winslade is very on the tow jobs.
Did we have a guess on how many broken wheels there would be in this race?
Oh, we forgot to do that, didn't we?
We should have done, yeah, that would have been quite awesome. Incidentally, we just saw Bart Daelman do a 156.9 fastest lap as Tourmalara goes round, coming down the mountain.
You may have done that.
Oh, that was tight for Walker to get through that one.
And Winslade just ahead of him as well.
Yeah, I think Winslade very much thrown off. It looked like he came through the dipper sideways.
A little bit of teammate action here. The back markers going side by side. This is the battle for 8th and 9th in Club 1500.
Do rate those liveries.
I do. Massive heart on them. Well, so even with Daelman putting in that 156.9, the gap is still only 2.3 seconds. Ettridge is driving out of his skin tonight.
Yeah, I wonder what Greening fed him.
The last time I checked out a risky stream, it was fish and chips in the rig.
Still, pit stops to come, and we know how much they like them.
Yes, indeed, yes. Who can forget Messenger burying it into the wall from the lead in the GT3s?
And he won't thank me for saying it wasn't the only time that season that Messenger had an issue from the lead of a
Seems
race.
to be cursed in P1, as we found out from our Club 1500 races. The curse of P1 lives on.
Look at that, 56.7 now, a new fastest lap for Bart Daelman in the lead of this race, a 157.1 for Ettridge just behind him, at a 58.
Nah, that's outrageous.
That just shows you.
I want to send this car to scrutineering, please, stewards.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, it's a Formula 3, Renault 3.5. I know you've hinted that Malarin might have been driving one of those in the Club 1500 before. Oh, Joe! Really gambling round her forest elbow there.
Yeah, missed the apex on the dipper by about a car's width, and then by the elbow it was looking very, very hair raising.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Winslade's just pitted from the lead of Club 1500. Eric now up to second. What's happened to Dano? He's down in fourth now. And that puts Chris White up into third.
Daelman is now encountering lap traffic.
Yeah. Now Chris White is someone
Probably be a good time to pit if I was him.
Yeah. Wide berth. Is that Koenig just ahead?
I think it is.
White?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's going to clean quite nicely, but sort of if I was Bart starting to come up to a lot of traffic now, I'd start thinking about taking an early stop, get myself back amongst some of the faster guys rather than
looking
lappers.
at the track map though, look, they've all gone past the start finish line. They're on the other side of the track, so I think it's a bit early, yeah?
Maybe just a single. What on earth?
Do we think Koenig's just had a wheel failure? Where it
That
just-
was an odd one.
Yeah, that looked
but
like another disconnect,
He's still
didn't
got the steering. It's very reminiscent of what happened last race, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That looked more like maybe a network issue because his car didn't seem to get much damage from that either.
It was a very strange incident, wasn't it?
That lap traffic cost down Daelman about half a second there, but yeah, he's got a big gap now until the next car, which is Hammond. So maybe he could stay out for a bit longer.
Yeah, I'd like to see what happened to Hammond though, because he was running P2 in Club 1500, now down in 4th, Winslade in 3rd, who has just pitted. Pusey now up into the lead, so looks like he got away with being the tap from Spetkins. And Chris
Yeah, it was
White,
a kiss, wasn't it?
yeah, White now in 2nd place, and he's someone that we really would have. I was kind of hoping we'd see a win from him this season. Not really gone his way. He's been very rapid at times.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'd agree with that. We saw his teammate, of course, at Virginia, who could have won the race, but for the pit stop that he didn't have to take that he thought he did. But yeah, Chris White, I agree, shown lots of pace and potential, but it's just not quite come together for him this season.
Hopefully he'll be going again next time out. And we're staying in the Formula 3 for one final season.
On board here with Daelman, just the commitment he's putting into these corners is amazing.
Just looks so
kept
stable
expecting
as
to see a
well.
Just looks so
Looks
Looks so
planted
stable,
though.
just comparing
Yeah.
that to Kelly. Kelly was all over the shop, and Daelman just looked incredibly smooth there. Silky smooth, that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right. And he's still running that skinny wing like a lot of the other guys.
Yeah. It's just one input from Daelman the whole time, and it turns it in, turns it out. There's no oversteer, there's no understeer, there's no on and off the throttle. It's just every time right where it needs to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, and he's got 12 seconds over Greening now. Anyone that is anywhere near close is Ettridge.
There he is, just in the background there.
He's keeping him honest. If Daelman makes a mistake, he's there to pick up pieces, definitely.
Oh yeah, drive of his life, like we were saying before.
He must be cursing that Daelman's turned up, otherwise he would be dominating this race.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Well, I had to hope that we talked before about Gavin Petty, who won at Phillip Island, and I just hope we get some more drivers of that calibre coming to provide a challenge to Barks. If we would like everyone to stay, but I don't want him to be just bored at the front, walking away with it. I'm sure all the other drivers would prefer him to get bored and walked off.
Or just start sabotaging him, ballast and knocking wheels off his
Make
car
him
and
start
stuff like that.
last. Simple as that. Last to first challenge, maybe? We shall see.
Oh, wouldn't that just be embarrassing for everyone else though if he doesn't?
Gives him a challenge though, doesn't it?
It does.
We've seen other drivers do it. Johnson pretty much did it, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's the consistency, as we were saying before. Like Johnson had erratic moments and things, but we haven't really seen that from Bart as yet.
It's 2 races in,
True.
and this is the first time that anyone's been anywhere near his pace. 4 seconds out of 15 laps. So last time he had like 15 seconds over the field by this point.
Yeah. And is that just because of the nature of Bathurst, do you think, or is it?
I don't know. I mean, some people will have tracks they're specialist at. So maybe he's a Road Atlanta specialist. We don't know. We know that Ollie Ettridge and Greening are rapid round here, as well as Messenger and Crichton.
Yes.
But Nick Lee, championship contender, is currently running 17 seconds off the pace here.
Yeah,
And you've got to
there he
imagine
is.
that he's pushing as hard as he can because he knows he's got to win, or he's got no chance.
Yeah, indeed.
I've not noticed the message that that Nick Lee's carrying on the side of his car
Have you
before.
not? He's had that on since later out round 2, I think.
I think it's been
dear.
on since Virginia. That's when we decided to portray some messages and different colour schemes, and he stuck with
Indeed.
it.
It's a good message. Here's Rich Meesters then. Oh, and that's Palmer coming up behind him. Replay downhill, coming down. Forest elbow once again. And that's his second one in there, so I guess he's out of the race then. Pusey into the pits. Oh, he's done a messenger.
Oh, no.
From the lead.
From the lead.
He was in the lead of Club 1500.
Oh, no.
The absolute messenger TM.
And that's
There
Chris
was
White.
the new leader, Chris White, going off track.
Is he going to get in the pit lane safely?
Curse of P1, that's what it is.
Curse of P1.
I think Risky Racing have been teaching people the pit entry here.
I think so.
How not to pit in
I
properly.
know we've spoken about team stables across the LOA, but it's supposed to be helping each other, not sabotage.
Look at the mess.
To be fair for Eric, it probably couldn't have happened at a kind of a better time, you know, like
It's not a long tow from
even
that
if he's
point,
had to
is it?
tow from there, the tow, yeah, it would be like 10 seconds or something, you know.
We saw Rich Meesters was his car was he literally
On
just
track
had
and fine, and now it's missing wheels,
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea what happened there.
Whoa, look at Daelman's lap time, 56.602. He's absolutely flying out front.
He is indeed, and that was his second fastest lap in a row as well. So that is a strong push. Look at that. First time Greening's gone quicker than Ettridge, sir.
And Lay as well. They're starting to
Yeah.
close. Maybe he's done his tyres. They may have overheated.
Or maybe he just had a 4/10 wobble is quite easy to do around this track.
Very true. We'll have to keep an eye on his lap times. He's not currently running in traffic. He's not got back markers near him.
Is that a Daelman Hill? It is a Daelman Hill helmet, isn't it? For Pusey. That's nice.
Yeah, I believe he mentioned he was a fan.
Yeah, he wanted the number 0, didn't he?
That's right, and iRacing wouldn't let him have it.
Yeah. Boo, iRacing. Here comes Kelly in his Mansell helmet.
It looked like Eric was defending hard against Kelly there. I think he was actually just trying to stay out of the way and let Kelly pass, but Kelly wanted all of
that's
the
what happened to
toe
Meesters.
as Rich.
Yes, because it was down by turn 1 that we saw them getting past. Oh, that's Palmer, who was the car we saw getting past him. So not long later,
Star points for that one, though.
happened.
Yeah, always good to keep it out the wall.
There's not many places around this track you can do a 360 and get away with it. Koenig's been caught a terrible part of the track here.
Yes, indeed.
In fact, this is not a lap down, in fact, is he? This is for position with Eric just behind him there.
Yes, you're right.
So he's being lapped by Kelly and... which Risky is that?
445. That's Messenger, isn't it? No, it's.
Yeah, so Kelly and
No, I
Messenger
beg your pardon. It must
getting
be
past.
Oh, I get so confused.
One of
with
the
that.
riskies, that's what we'll go with.
It's
no.
Crichton. Because
Ah,
I'm looking
yeah.
at the track map there, and you can just see the RE from the CRE.
Either way, they all dealt with that pretty well. But yeah, Koenig under pressure now from Eric.
So presumably Koenig hasn't pitted yet then.
No, look at the front wing, he's definitely not pitted.
Oh, good spot. Because we know Eric has pitted in spectacular fashion.
It's going to be hampering Koenig's straight line speed with the damaged end plate.
Yes, indeed. And he's got the high downforce setup compared to Pusey's low downforce.
Breeze is past. Thank you very much. That promotes Eric up to P4.
And we saw Chris White following Eric into the pits, so that is on track for position. As in, Eric's now chasing Chris quite a long way behind
Yes,
though.
you're right, yeah.
So that toe must have still been pretty massive for Eric then. If he came into the pits, obviously leading Chris, so, you know, an amount of seconds in front, to be that far
I
behind now.
wonder if Eric's
Yeah,
already used his fast repair. Sorry to cut you off there, but I wonder if he already made a mistake.
Possibly.
No, well, we saw him get turned around, but I don't think...
Winslade's
he
off the track, showing there. He stopped in T1.
Oh,
Turn
There
1.
he is.
yeah, that's
Gravel
looking-
everywhere.
That's not turning either. That had broken rear right suspension.
Oh, and he's towed from the lead. So that's the second Club 1500 driver. Well, third, in fact. Sorry, Stott, PUC, and Winslade all making a mistake from the lead.
Curse of P1. Curse
Say
of
it, Ollie,
P1.
say it.
Curse of P1. That's what it is.
Oh, Spatkin's off with Skyline in the wall. There's a replay then.
Just locks up, doesn't he, on entry? Doesn't want to go in.
Lazy understeer. Yeah.
You can see it. That no way is that drivable.
That's a big shame.
But that promotes Dano back into the lead after we wondered what happened to him. Here he is.
Yeah. So we didn't see why he fell down the order earlier, but he's back into the lead.
Is it possible he just pitted, took an early stop maybe?
Yeah.
Just got in some clear air and just running laps, because looking at the track map, he's got a clear track ahead of him. So if that's what he's done and made the strategy call, hats off to him. It seems to have worked a treat so far.
Yeah, yeah.
Had to do the
Let's
pause
not
and
curse him.
emphasis. Exactly. Just had to make sure.
It's the 8th round of the season and I still can't get over how good looking that car is. I really like that paint job.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what new paint jobs we get for next season.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
I'm still frothing over having so many cars on track. I know I said it at Road Atlanta last time, but another full season, I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, I think this is the way to go until we get 25 plus cars in each grid. And it all gets a bit crazy. There's Daelman getting past Barlow there.
Yeah, as we see the leaders in class just doing some laps. Ollie, what's your answer
What's
for the
my answer
Forest
for
Elbow
the
trivia?
Forest Elbow, true or false?
Is it named because of the shape in the trees, or because of some
I'm
bloke
going to
called
go with the
Forest?
shape, not the bloke's elbow.
Forest Elbow is named after Jack Forrest, who was a motorbike rider who hurt his
can
elbow
never
there
get these
in
right.
1947.
My luck with the true or
Three
false.
you've got wrong.
All of them I've just got wrong all season. Maybe next season we'll do a bit better. We'll have to get everyone in on the true or false. We shall see.
Yeah, Kelly in the pit lane then with a missing wheel after another incident. Looks like Messenger has made it safely into the pit lane this race.
He'll be breathing a sigh
Delighted.
of relief there.
He'll probably spin on the way out now. Lap 20 of 23 then, and a lot of the top split are coming into the pits.
Yeah, they're getting quite far on their fuel here. Thinking about increasing the fuel limit by 5% next season.
Oh, so
Maybe it'll make it possible to do a no stop. We'll see.
It could be interesting, yeah. New element of strategy. No
I
doubt
know
Don
certain
Parker will
people
be
would be up for
tenting
that.
at the news.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Like this person on the screen right now, Mr. Dom
There
Parker,
he is.
Master Fuel Saver.
I heard a rumour that he was trying the no-stop in this race until he clipped the wall going over the top of Skyline and had to pit.
Well, that ruins it, doesn't it? If you clip
Does
the wall.
indeed.
I think that was part of the reason we saw Walker and the other Parker just breezing past him in the straight early in the
That
race.
explains.
And I think that was something to do with it.
Damage.
He was saving fuel and wanted the tow.
Another fastest lap for Daelman as Ettridge pits from second.
That's outrageously quick. And Crichton in the pit lane now and out the car, so presumably has he crashed?
Here's Ettridge into the pits.
So 5 of the top split then, all out of this race.
Given the pace difference, do you think Greening maybe have been fuel saving? Given how much Ettridge had over him.
I don't think he was going slow enough to have been fuel saving.
We know it's really
Oh, yeah, he
difficult
needs
to
to do
save.
You
two
have
more
to
laps,
sort of
doesn't
lose
it?
it
It's very
a good
difficult
couple of
to save in
seconds.
this car. I'm not really sure how you do it. Even clutching in doesn't really seem to work.
Yeah.
Well, ask Dom.
Ask Dom, yeah.
Thank you.
Got to be a
Oh,
wizard,
that's
I've
what it
heard.
is. I'm not a wizard, so unfortunately I can't fuel save the race. There we go.
This is Crichton's
Oh,
demise.
shame. He was having a storming race before that.
I was
This is
just
why-
about to say about Kelly. We saw he was in the
Yeah.
pits, yeah, with wheels missing. Oh, dear me.
It's the Forest Elbow.
We saw him
Classic.
brush the wall going over the top and then got caught by the elbow. I wasn't sure. I'd have assumed that damage would have been fixed, which it was. So, yeah, another
Look how
incident
many
for Kelly.
cars are in the pits.
Yeah. I think there were sad honking noises as he was sliding down on his roof.
I thought he was going to make his way back
he
to the
was-
pits.
Yeah.
Got to imagine it was frustrating because you can't get out of the car until it stops, and it wasn't stopping.
It was. Poor old
Kelly races in VR as well, so scraping his head against the ceiling in his room. Put me back on my
Spark into
wheels.
the pits from the lead.
No antics from him then. That's safely into the box.
Suspect Greening will be in this time by as well.
I think you might be right. There he is.
Yeah, you see, 5% more, they would have made it to the end probably.
A little bit of a lock up there. I wonder if that's a little bit quick into the pits as he slams on the anchors. What do we think?
Oh, good spot, man. I didn't even
got a-
notice that.
Yeah. Bit of leeway, haven't you? You sort of got about a second or so. You can literally come into the pits 100 clicks over, but as long as you get it down in time, you do get a bit of a
Let's
buffer.
see.
So
It's like the average speed check on the motorway, isn't it?
Oh, Pusey getting it wrong. Oh,
whoa, just
Oh,
got
that's very
clipped.
kind of Walker, just to set him the back in the right direction there.
yeah. Something on the radio from Daelman then. Didn't quite catch that.
Greening's still in the pits. I wonder if he has got a 40-second hold. Just looking at the pit stop time, that is creeping up and up.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
dropped down behind Messenger, and next up is...
You spotted that from just watching him come in. That's an amazing.
Looked a bit
spot
hot.
there.
Oh, you don't slam the anchors on that much if you're not over the limit.
No. I noticed Lyne is sitting in his car. I wonder if he's waiting.
Gonna go for a victory lap to claim the
Well, that's
championship.
what I was thinking. Wow, he's a minute 40 behind, but he's doing a sterling job, like you say.
Sounds like Smurfing giving himself a nickname like that and then running now in P2 as Chris White has towed.
What's happened to Chris White then? Winslay's just gone past him. Well, they're dropping like flies in Club 1500. I mean, it's looking grim in top split as well, but... Here's Ettridge back into second
Flipping it.
place then, still 6 seconds behind.
Pretty unemphatic race for our reigning champion and our reigning Bathurst champion from last season. Running 12th and 8th respectively.
You're right, Jools, it's not bad at all. 6 seconds against... Yeah, that's mighty fine. Here he is then. Bart Daelman on his final tour. Oh, and that's Chris White. That's what's happened to him.
Out of P2.
Similar to what we saw Kelly's first crash.
Yeah. So here's Ettridge then. He's heading to Griffin's Bend on his final lap of this race. Oh, that's a lap to Winsley just ahead. Nick Lee now in third. Go on, Jools.
Well, not according to the standing, so there's a 30-second gap. I'm pretty sure that's not correct.
Didn't know that did that. But yes, it's not right, is it?
No, the gap's definitely not 30 seconds.
Timing systems doing timing things.
Oh, Winsley, big lock up. Oh no!
Lock up for... Oh!
Ettridge just hit him. Oh no. Is he damaged? He's still going.
Remarkably, both cars look unscathed.
Looks to be up
Yeah.
to speed.
Oh, it's a bit of a heart in mouth moment.
So he was.
And stops, yeah.
Throw a suspension on that Wizard's car, isn't it? Here he is then, coming up to win second race on his second entrance in the limited Adhesion. Bart Daelman, the fastest Belgian in the league.
GG that man.
Ollie Ettridge survives to come home P2. He's driven an absolute stormer of a race.
Yeah, GG that man as well, to be fair.
Now we wait for Nick Lee to finish his race. He must be crushed at that. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we were talking about who would be the next Club 1500 driver to win.
Don't forget the jump.
Passenger reminding drivers about the jump.
I'd love to do it, but my car's broke.
Kelly speaking on behalf of 50%
Kelly's still
of
in the
field.
pits. The change of position here on the last lap. Looks like Parker's mugged Godden.
Wow, great move there. Holds on to it as well. Parker coming home in 7th place. Godden right up his chuff. Nice. Yeah, and to become the 4th different winner in Club 1500 this season. Really delighted for him after he was so unlucky at Road Atlanta. Here he is then, on our screen and coming into the final corner. Koenig's already finished in P2. That's a bit like last week, isn't it? Dano Hammond then, from Canada, wins Club 1500 at Bathurst. Congratulations to Dano.
Here he is.
There he is. David Lyne, Season 5 champion. Yeah.
He's still about to knock wheels off his wagon, donutting into the wall. That was so close with Barlow and White going sort of through the chase just there, though. I thought Barlow
That's
had,
what I
had
thought.
rear-ended
It
him.
might
Chris did
close.
run wide, but I think Barlow went even wider, so
Yeah, well done.
got
Chris,
away with
holding
it.
on.
So there he is on our screen. Bart Daelman winning his second race in the LOA. Ollie Ettridge comes home in P2 and Nick Lee in 3rd. Then we have Michael Messenger, Stephen Greening after that unfortunate pit lane speeding incident. Wayne Palmer in 6th, Don Parker in 7th, Paul Godden in 8th place, Ollie Walker in 9th, Nathan Parker in 10th. Rhys Crichton was in 11th, Gavin Kelly was in 12th. Then we had Geordie Speckens, Tor Mallorin and David Lyne. Ollie takes through Club 1500.
And Club 1500 results, we see Dano Hammond winning. Congratulations, Dano. Very impressive drive. Followed by Stephen Koenig, who was a lap down. In fact, all of the rest of the field, a lap down. That's unbelievable stuff there. So we've got Chris White in 3rd, just holding off Joe Barlow for 4th. Then we've got Gareth in 5th, Eric in 6th, Yanneman in 7th, Rich in 8th, Dan in 9th, and Sam Stott rounding out the Club 1500 results in P10.
Such a shame for Sam after he was flying at the start of that race. And taking a look at the championship then, David Lyne confirmed as our Season 5 champion, and that makes him the first triple champion in the LOA. Nick Lee was runner-up in the championship and Ollie Walker was in 3rd. Then we had Stephen Greening, Ollie Ettridge, Gavin Kelly, Lee Harding, Michael Messenger, Nathan Parker and Wayne Palmer rounding out the top 10. Rob Miller, after sadly missing so many races, all the way down there in 11th. Hopefully he can come back Season 6. And we had Don Parker, Bart Daelman, Shane Abbott, Gavin Petty, Tom Larin, Jordan Johnson. Shame we didn't see more of Jordan this season as well. Here we see the drivers doing the famous ski jump. Team standings, the A team amazingly taking the title despite Rob missing so many races. Risky Racing Blue are in second place and Stupid Aguri in third. Then the NGP Volvo Safe Driving Academy in fourth. JPS Jaguar in fifth. Risky Racing Orange Sleepy Time. Sim Stickers, the Wizards, ETM and the Rumblebees rounding out the championship.
Did you see how many barrel rolls
Or
Messenger
the
did?
jump. And Club 1500 Championship standings. Chur Lauren was crowned champion last time out at Road Atlanta. Very well done to you, Chur. Then we got Winslade in second, followed by Roberto in third. So Wizards of Lifton Coast in second and third there. Then we got Dano in P4, Sam Stott in P5. Then we got Dan, Chris, Rich, Joe, Chris Forrester rounding out the top 10. Stephen Koenig, James Carter, Eric, Yanneman, Anthony, Dan, Phil, and Will Burnett in P18.
Yeah, shame you didn't see more of Dan Rice actually. He was very rapid when he was around. And James Carter as well.
Come back,
And
guys.
well, to
We
be
need
fair.
you. We need to complete the grid and the Club 1500 Championship Teams Championship standings. We've got QRS crowned as champions. Well done, guys. And we've got Wizards of Lifton Coast in second, followed by the back markers in third. And we've got CC Racing, Jet Speed Racing, City Aguri, Team Hemp Together, Atomic Racing, the Slowpokes, THR Sim Sports, and Team FET in P11.
Yeah, we had to go and give Chris Forrester a poking to get our Hall of Fame up to date and on the website. Next time then, Dom's silly season. It's back once again. Dom, what can we look forward to this time out?
Carnage. Just carnage.
Succinct.
I think if there's a favourite for the title, then Silly Season hasn't been organised properly.
Yes,
so.
indeed, yeah. So just a quick reminder to come check us out on all of our socials as they are on the screen. Thanks again, guys. See you next season.
Thank you.
Bye!